What's up, math scholars and math haters? This is Mr. W. Today we're going to tackle question 44 in the 6th grade math questions that North Carolina released this past school year. The question tells us that at a middle school, 74 students have freckles, and there are 258 students in the school. That's a very small school, especially to be a middle school. But anyway, and we're trying to find out to the nearest tenth of a percent what percent of the students have freckles. So to do well in a question like this, you'll need to know about percents, and then I'm going to use number tables to solve this problem. So if I'll go ahead and get started, I'm going to make my number table, and I'm going to say that one of my columns is going to be the kids with freckles, the other column is going to be the total students, or everybody. And now I'm going to fill in some of the information I know. First, I'm going to make a row that just talks about the students. The problem says that 74 students have freckles. So 74 students, and it says there are 258 students in the school, so that's my total. So my first row is just talking about my students. 74 have freckles, there's 258 total. For my second row, to the nearest tenth of a percent, what percent of the students have freckles? If this is going to be my percents row, I don't know what percent of my students have freckles. That's what I'm trying to find out. But I do know that the number that always represents a total in percent language is 100%. And now, there's no nice pattern I can use here, so I'm going to have to go ahead and cross multiply. And I'll have to say that 74 times 100 equals 258 times some number. Let me clear that out and go ahead and do this. 74 times 100 equals 7,400, or 7,400. So I know that 7,400 equals 258 times some number I don't know. And at this point, I'm going to bring out my fact family tricks, and I'm going to say that if I know that 7,400 equals 258 times some number, then I also know that 7,400 divided by 258 equals that same number that I don't know yet. And now that I've boiled this down to just a division problem, I can solve that on my calculator. 7,400 divided by 258 gives me 28 point blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see what that's closest to. 18.4? No. 28.7? That's pretty close. 34.6? No. 40.2? No. My best answer is going to be 28.7%. Because if I'm looking at my tenths place, and I wanted to round that up or down, I would look over at my hundredths place to see if that's going to climb up to 7/10 or stay at 6/10. If I see an 8, that tells me it climbs up to 7/10. So I know for beyond a doubt that choice B, 28.7%, is my answer.